You guys ought to come a little closer. Yeah? Why don't you come a little closer?
So we just got in. Nobody knows we're here. We're just gonna blend in with the crowd and try to get an interview with this band. Circa Survive. You heard of it? Maybe, maybe not. If you haven't, maybe you've heard of Season. If you haven't, too bad.
Alors vous êtes ici pour Circa Survive.
Vraiment? Depuis combien de temps vous aimez ça?
Oh mon dieu, non, on va dire 8 mois environ là, depuis que je les ai découverts sur internet.
I don't know, how would I describe them, maybe? Like, I guess it's like space rock, I would say. That's the best way I can say it.
You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Colin, Philadelphia. What's the music scene there like, and how do you guys fit in? Or not?
Well, we never really fit in anywhere, but the music scene in Philadelphia is amazing. It always has been. Philadelphia is one of those lucky places where there could be like 5 different shows happening in one night, and they'd all be sold out. And you know, because there's such a huge scene there, ranging from like indie rock to like punk rock to hardcore to metal to basically anything, that it's just an amazing place. It was an amazing place for me to grow up.
Talk about Juturna. It's
Okay.
been out for about, well, a little over a year.
Yeah, we had our 1-year anniversary on this tour. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, we had cake and all.
No, not really. We were just like, we looked at the CD and we were just like, you're old. And we were like, we need to make a new one. Yeah, so that was pretty much it. But
Well, let's talk about the overall concept first, and maybe we'll get into the whole, maybe you coming up with a new one. But I know it's really personal, especially to Anthony. How did the rest of the band connect with it?
well, basically the record was very personal to all of us. The record is pretty much, it's the personification of our band's beginning. You know, that is what it was. And I think it's funny because a lot of people tend to think that I don't know, it depends on who you talk to, but people that know anything about our band's past will always assume certain things when really this album was really just about the 5 of us getting to know each other, and us starting with nothing and sacrificing everything we had and basically becoming artists together, and just kind of giving the proverbial middle finger to anyone that would tell us that what we were doing was wrong.
Mentioned that you're really driven musically, and that is actually reflected in your album. When I listen to it, it seems to always be going somewhere, and when it stops, I'm like, whoa, what just happened here? So, where is it that you're going musically? Is there an end that you're trying to reach?
I don't really know. It's funny. We were just kind of talking the other day, just because we're getting close to that. We're actually kind of in that like gestation period where we're like, all right, we're starting to create, and ideas are forming, and just like, do you have any idea what this is going to be like this record? And people are, all of us are just like, no. And we kind of just, we're very content with the fact that the seeds that we planted in the first album are kind of starting to bloom now. So like, we can look back at it and we're like, oh, I'm glad we did that too, because now we can pretty much do whatever we want. Like, that was kind of what our goal was with the first record, was to be diverse enough on that album, and to be able to basically do whatever we wanted afterwards, and not have people say, oh, they went this way or they went that way. It's like, well, listen to the first album, we did that on that album too. Like, we want to be able to have like a 2-minute like Beatles-esque like stripped down acoustic song and have it be normal. Like, we want to be able to have a weird electronic song with no real instruments in it and have it be us. So we feel like we've kind of shown that side of ourselves already, at least a glimpse of it, and I don't really think anything like that's going to really shock anyone. I would hope that people kind of expect us to go weird, and that's definitely what we're going to do. We're going to just do what we want. And I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if the next collection of songs is extremely eclectic and very strange, but basically you put Anthony's voice on anything and it becomes Circa Survive. You know what I mean? Like, that, we're lucky in the sense, I think any band that has a unique singer is lucky that they can have that identity. I mean, you listen to the Beatles, and basically, you had like 3 or all 4 of them singing on different songs, but there was always this very like unique thing about it that identified it immediately as a Beatles song, regardless of whether it was like, Revolver Days, where it was like straightforward, or whether it was like Sgt. Pepper's really weird. You know what I mean? Like, any really great band, I think, like, you have this trademark about you that, regardless of what you do, it's going to sound like you. And I think that's kind of our goal. And right now, I think we have that. So we're just going to kind of run with it.